The process of cultivating and improving your intelligence has the potential to turn obstacles into opportunities and ultimately lead to success. One of the most important first steps is to acquire the ability to precisely define difficulties in order to locate remedies that are successful. Additionally, in order to strengthen your ability to concentrate, it is essential to establish precise goals and get rid of distractions. In conclusion, maintaining an open mind to your own beliefs and nurturing a persistent curiosity can assist you in discovering new ideas and will increase your creative abilities. Greetings, and thank you for joining us for this new episode of our podcast. We are going to discuss the 3 most important characteristics that set geniuses apart today. There are certain characteristics that have been shared by the most brilliant minds throughout history. These characteristics not only enable them to solve difficult problems and accomplish their objectives, but they are also able to be learned and utilized by any of us in order to attain success and happiness. In this episode, we will be concentrating on the concept that each and every one of us possesses the capacity to cultivate these essential qualities. You don't need to be a born genius to benefit from these qualities. With the right practice and focus, you can incorporate these traits into your daily life and see significant changes in your productivity, creativity, and overall well-being. Today, we'll dive into the minds of geniuses and discover how they've used these traits to achieve extraordinary accomplishments. And even more importantly, we'll offer you strategies and tips so you can learn and develop these skills yourself. If you've ever wondered how to improve your focus, how to approach problems more effectively, or how to maintain an open and curious mind to develop your intelligence, this episode is for you. Get ready for a transformative journey that will help you discover and harness your own potential. Join us as we break down these 3 powerful traits and learn how to apply them to achieve success and happiness in your life. One thing that makes geniuses stand out is that they can focus very hard on one problem, job, or goal at a time. Everywhere you look, there are things that could distract you. Improving your ability to focus can greatly enhance your progress and productivity. We will talk about how to improve and develop this important skill in this section. Most people don't naturally be able to focus deeply, but you can learn to do it with hard work and practice. Setting clear goals is the first thing you can do to improve your ability to focus. It's much easier to stay on task when you know what you're doing and why it's important. Put your goal or problem on paper and put it somewhere you can see it. This warning will help you stay on track and not get sidetracked. Say your goal is to clean and organize your house. Write that down on a piece of paper and put it somewhere accessible. You'll remember why it's important to stay focused on that job and not let other things distract you every time you look at that paper. To stay focused on your goal, don't let TV or social media pull your attention away. Another vital aspect of developing concentration is creating a distraction-free environment. Set up a workspace that is specifically designed to help you concentrate. This means eliminating physical distractions, such as clutter on your desk, as well as digital distractions like notifications from your phone or computer. Use tools like website blocking apps or timers to help you stay focused during specific periods of time. All geniuses use techniques to concentrate better, and the best one is the Pomodoro technique. This method is an effective way to improve focus. We've discussed it before, but it's worth reiterating. The technique involves working for just 25 minutes, followed by a short 5-minute break. After 4 work cycles, take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. This method not only helps you stay focused for short, doable amounts of time, but it also lets you recharge often, which keeps you from getting burned out. Meditation is another very effective method. This is especially true for mindfulness meditation, which can really help you focus. Meditation trains your mind to pay attention to the present and push aside things that aren't important. Every day, meditate for a few minutes. Pay attention to your breath and let your thoughts go by without hanging on to them. Meditation lowers cortisol levels, which lowers the stress hormone. This can make you feel calmer and better, which can help you make decisions and think of new ideas. With practice, these habits can make it much easier for you to focus on daily tasks. Having a growth mindset is just as important as using practical methods. Believe that with time and work, you can improve your ability to focus. Being completely sure that you can reach a goal, self-efficacy, is a big part of being able to stay focused. Keep in mind that concentrating is a skill that gets stronger with use, just like a muscle that gets stronger with use. In addition to helping you focus, regular exercise can also make you feel better. Getting more exercise brings more blood to the brain, which improves memory and focus. Adding strength and cardiovascular workouts to your daily routine is good for both your general health and your ability to think clearly. The hippocampus, the part of the brain that controls memory and learning, gets bigger when you work out regularly. This makes it easier to remember things. Diet also plays a crucial role in your ability to concentrate. Consuming a balanced diet rich in essential nutrients, such as omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and B vitamins, found in foods like fish, blueberries, and spinach, can improve brain function and concentration. Avoid processed foods and sugary drinks that can cause energy spikes and crashes. Finally, it's important to remember that concentration is not just about the amount of time, but the quality. Set clear time limits for your work sessions and adhere to them. Avoid multitasking, which can decrease the quality of your work and increase stress. Instead, allocate specific blocks of time to individual tasks and complete one before moving on to the next. Developing and enhancing your concentration is a process that requires practice, patience, and the implementation of effective strategies. Clearly defining your goals, creating a distraction-free environment, using techniques like the Pomodoro method in meditation, adopting a growth mindset, maintaining a regular exercise routine, and following a balanced diet are key steps to improving your focus. Remember, deep concentration is a skill that we can all cultivate and that can have a transformative impact on your success and personal well-being. It would be helpful for you to think about how you concentrate and use these tips in your daily life. You can improve this important skill and become more productive and successful in your life if you work at it hard and practice. Problem-solving skills are one of the most important skills you can build if you want to be successful. Throughout history, geniuses have shown an amazing ability to take on and solve problems quickly. However, they are not the only ones who can do this. With practice and the right attitude, we can all learn and get better at handling problems. To begin, it's important to know that fixing problems is a structured, methodical process with clear steps that must be followed. Genius people don't just sit around and wait for answers to come out of thin air. Instead, they take a careful and planned approach to problems. The first and most important thing you need to do to solve any problem is to make it clear what the problem is. Most of the time, the lack of clarity in defining the problem is what prevents you from finding an effective solution. By writing down the problem in detail and specificity, you can break it down into manageable parts and gain a better understanding of its nature. For example, if you are struggling due to the combination of household chores, daily stress, and work responsibilities, instead of simply saying, "I'm stressed about everything," define the problem more concretely. You might write, "I'm having trouble managing my household chores because, in addition to my work responsibilities, daily stress is leaving me without enough energy and time to focus on each task." This clarity allows you to see the specific aspects that need attention and start brainstorming solutions. Once you've defined the problem clearly, the next step is to generate possible solutions. This is where your creativity comes into play. Don't limit yourself to just one option. Instead, think of multiple approaches that might resolve the problem. Write down all the ideas that come to mind, even those that initially seem impractical or obvious. Sometimes the most innovative solutions come from the most unexpected ideas. In the last episode about getting over negative emotions, we talked about how negativity can make us feel alone and stop us from finding good answers. During this time, it's important to keep a positive and open mind. You shouldn't focus on the problems, but on the chances that each problem gives you. You should ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or what can I do to make this problem a chance to learn? One good way to improve your ability to solve problems is to do something called brainstorming. Get other people involved because seeing things from different points of view can lead to new and useful ideas. Remember that getting other people to help you solve your problems can make it easier and work better. When you talk about your problems with other people, you not only get new ideas, but you also make your connection stronger and feel like you're part of a group. After generating a list of possible solutions, it's important to evaluate them critically. Consider the pros and cons of each option and think about the potential short-term and long-term consequences. Ask yourself, does this solution address the root of the problem? Or what resources do I need to implement this solution? This evaluation will help you identify the best option and plan the next steps effectively. Implementing the selected solution is the next step in the process. Here, it is crucial to be organized and methodical. Create a detailed action plan that includes the specific steps you need to take, the resources required, and a clear timeline. Make sure to communicate this plan to all involved parties and gain their support and commitment. Finally, it is essential to review and evaluate the results once the solution has been implemented. Reflect on what worked well and what could be improved. This feedback loop will allow you to learn from each experience and continuously enhance your problem-solving skills. One of the most useful skills you can learn on your way to success is how to fix problems. You can successfully deal with any problem by clearly defining it, coming up with several solutions, evaluating them critically, putting the plan into action, and then reviewing the results. Remember that keeping an open and positive attitude is important for coming up with new ideas and turning problems into chances to grow. You should think about the problems you're having right now and use these methods to find good answers. You can improve your intelligence and this important skill with practice and persistence, taking your personal and business life to new heights. The ability to keep an open mind is another thing that sets thinkers apart. They can try out new ideas, question what they think they know, and come up with creative ways to solve problems because of this trait. Not only is keeping an open mind important for being creative and fixing problems, it's also important for your personal and professional growth. If you learn to keep an open mind and use this skill, I promise that you will be successful and happy in life. Being ready to question your own beliefs and assumptions is the first step to keeping an open mind. Often, our minds close off to new ideas because we are too attached to our opinions and ways of thinking. However, geniuses stand out for their constant curiosity and willingness to consider different perspectives. Embrace the mindset of a perpetual learner. All points. A useful exercise to maintain an open mind is to ask yourself, what if I did that? This type of questioning allows you to explore possibilities you wouldn't otherwise consider. Ask yourself, what if everything I'm doing in my current job is completely wrong? Or what if there is a better way to approach this problem? By asking these questions, you challenge yourself to think outside the box and consider new solutions. Additionally, surrounding yourself with people who have different viewpoints can help you keep an open mind. Engage in conversations with individuals who have diverse experiences and opinions. Listen actively to their arguments and try to understand their perspective, even if you don't agree. This kind of interaction not only makes you more open-minded, but it also teaches you to value and honor different ways of thought. Remember the episode where we talked about how important it is to stay upbeat and avoid being negative? Having this attitude goes hand in hand with keeping an open mind. A person with an open mind doesn't judge things right away and is ready to think about new ideas in a positive way. Not only does it make you more flexible and strong, but it also boosts and develops your brain, creating an atmosphere where creativity and new ideas can grow. Reading is yet another great way to keep your mind open. Read a lot of different kinds of books, papers, and blogs. Don't just focus on what you know. Look into things that are new to you or that seem hard. When you read, you learn new things and get new ways of thinking. It also lets you see how people from different fields deal with similar issues, which may encourage you to use those ideas in a professional situation. Mindfulness can also help you maintain an open mind. Practicing self-awareness teaches you to observe your thoughts without judging them. This practice allows you to recognize and question your biases and assumptions rather than accepting them automatically. Spend a few minutes each day meditating on your breath, letting your thoughts come and go without clinging to them. Another effective technique is brainstorming without censorship. When facing a problem, gather a group of people and encourage everyone to share any ideas that come to mind, no matter how crazy or impractical they may seem. The goal is to generate a large number of unfiltered ideas and then evaluate and refine them. This process fosters creativity and can lead you to innovative solutions that you might not have considered otherwise. To keep an open mind, you also need to be able to accept and learn from your mistakes. Geniuses see mistakes as chances to learn and get better. They don't let mistakes get them down. Instead, they use them to get better. In your daily life, think like this. When something goes wrong, always ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use what I've learned next time? Keep in mind that having an open mind does not mean you agree with everything that is said. It means being ready to think about and judge new points of view. As you are exposed to new ideas, you should use your own judgment to figure out which ones are useful and important to you. This mix between being open and being smart is what makes a mind open and useful. You can learn to keep an open mind, which is an important skill. You should learn a lot and become more self-aware. You should also question your own beliefs and surround yourself with people who have different points of view. Brainstorming can help you be more creative. Learn from your mistakes and find a balance between being open and being smart. Doing so will not only help you solve problems better and come up with new ideas, but it will also help you grow personally and professionally. Today, we explored the 3 key characteristics that distinguish geniuses: problem-solving ability, deep concentration, and maintaining an open mind. Each of these qualities has not only allowed the brightest minds to solve complex problems and achieve their goals, but can also be developed by any of us to improve our lives. By adopting these practices, you can transform the way you face challenges, become more productive, and achieve higher levels of success and happiness. First, we saw how geniuses approach problems systematically. Clearly defining the problem, generating multiple solutions, critically evaluating them, and planning their implementation are essential steps that anyone can follow. Then, we discussed the importance of developing deep concentration. In a world full of distractions, learning to focus intensely on one task at a time is an invaluable skill. Finally, we talked about the importance of maintaining an open mind. Geniuses are curious, willing to question their own assumptions, and open to new ideas. Finally, I want you to use what you've learned today. Take some time to think about the problems you're having right now and how you can use these 3 traits to solve them better. I also want you to talk about your experiences and growth. Leave a comment with your thoughts and any other tips you may have for building these traits. If you learned something useful from this episode, please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss future shows that will give you more useful tips and ways to make your life better. You can also follow us on social media to see more inspiring posts and find more tools. Thank you for coming along with us on this quest to find and improve the traits that set minds apart. Keep in mind that we can all improve our attention, productivity, and creativity. You can turn problems into opportunities and be more successful and happy in your personal and business life if you work at it and practice. Alleen focus